Hello, everybody, and welcome to another awesome Secrets of Strixhaven Draft. Awesome is not yet to be confirmed by the cards, but it's an attitude thing. I'm feeling amazing. Let's go. Our rare is Mana Sculpt, which is so much better than I thought it would be. When I first read this card, 3 mana for a counterspell, and if you have a wizard, you get like a bunch of mana, but it's like, wizards aren't always even that common. It just so happens there are a lot of wizards in this set, and counterspells are good in this set because there are these long games. So Mana Sculpt is a really good card in this set specifically. There's also Primary Research, which I like for my red-white decks. There is Tome Blast, which is good for those decks. Disdainful Stroke. Let's do a little minor thought experiment. I'm going to take the Mana Sculpt, and then what's going to be taken out of this pack? Well, Sculpt is gone, Primary Research is gone, Stroke is gone, Dual Tactics should be gone. Colony should be gone. That's 5. Tome Blast, Grapple with Death. That's 7. So one more card. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Probably Quick Study shouldn't wheel, but I would love if it wheeled selfishly. But I guess my prediction is Glider, Historian, Osteomancer, Glorious Decay, Fractal Mascot, Swamp. But it's always good to practice these sorts of things so you can get a sense of things. And sometimes if you have this sort of notion of what should wheel, you can have a pretty good, sense of, oh, I wheeled, 2 cards I shouldn't have wheeled. Like, if Tome Blast and Dual Tactics wheeled, it's like, okay, there's no red drafters, maybe. Something of that nature. So, this is a wizard, which is kind of cool. Plays pretty well with Mana Sculpt as a result. 2-drop into Mana Sculpt into something giant is kind of a cool synergy. There is inklings of a blue-green tempo deck that I've been kind of wanting to draft, where you go, early Tester of the Tangential or early Cuboid Colony, and then you protect it with Chase Inspiration or Mana Sculpt type cards. So that is something I'm considering going into. There's not really a lot of options for me here. There's Render Speechless, there's Kirol. It's fine options for those decks. I might wheel the Mana Worm if I go for this. I think I might just take Knockout Maneuver. Maybe I take the Tester and see if I can build a blue-green tempo deck. I'm not really putting a lot of stock in this pick. I'm just kind of still gauging things, and I kind of want to see if blue-green tempo can work. So we might try this archetype out. Run Behind would also be a fine option there. Okay. Well, for blue-green tempo, Mana Worm might be the best card for a blue-green tempo deck. Tam as well could be pretty good for a blue-green tempo-y deck. Here, I might just take the Wisdom because, I can just build a blue control deck, and I don't really care about Tam that much. It's just much worse than I thought it would be. I think Wisdom is a pretty clear pick here. If I'm going to go to the late game, having a counterspell is really nice. I guess I would technically want Run Behind over Tester of the Tangential if I was playing a Spells Wisdom of Ages deck, but Run Behind wheels sometimes anyway. We are clocking these Mana Worms because if I'm playing a blue-green tempo deck, then Mana Worm hits like a truck sometimes. But I think taking Wisdom over Tam just makes a lot of sense. Keeps me open to blue-red still. Okay. Interesting. There's an Arthropod for a blue-green deck. Blue-green base is looking more and more appealing. There's Noxious Newt. There's Fractal Tender, which I don't love prioritizing. There's not really a lot of red cards in these packs, which I'm noticing. There's Bogwater Lumerets for days. Newt is tempting. Wisdom doesn't go as well with the Newt. I kind of want to take the Arthropod and do some X-Spell shenanigans. I think Newt is probably better, but Arthropod's one that I can kind of build around a little. I kind of want to see what I can do with that. Fractal Tender's another one that's okay, maybe I can build around this a little, but it's hard to use Fractal Tender sometimes. Fractal Tender's such a good combo with Tester, though. I'm going to take the Fractal Tender, actually. Now that I have the Tester package, I get another Fractal Tender. We build around it. I don't think it's very good all the time, but it's a card that I kind of enjoy, and it's a wizard for my Mana Sculpt. This is a wizard. I'm just going to take the Fractal Tender, see if we can get something going, because when you first read Fractal Tender, it looks awesome, and so it would be nice to try to build a deck around it. We'll have to see if we can get Cuboid Colony to wheel. It's currently looking like blue-green is pretty open. Terrafractal could be good. Fractal Tender over the little crab or over the Newt is going to be a debatable pick, I'm sure. But I like trying these cards out. Procrastinate's really good if I can start wheeling those Mana Worms. I will also say Fractal Tender is better in this assertive version of blue-green, where you play it on turn 5 after having already pressured them. Not that I'm necessarily even playing that version of the deck, but this could also just go in a late game deck. But Wisdom of Age is not looking great here. Maybe I would rather have Tam. But I think I'm kind of building a deck where it's like every turn I tap out for some threat that they kind of want to deal with, like Fractal Tender, Tam, Cuboid Colony, if Cuboid Colony wheels, which I don't think it will. But blue-green is feeling pretty open, so maybe it will. We again have our predictions of what's going to wheel. But I also just like trying these things. Like using Mana Sculpt to ramp out a Fractal Tender is also pretty decent. We'll see. We'll see. I like, even late in formats, I still like building around cards experimentally. Wow, that's a late Sinar. I don't like Muse Seeker very much. It's another Bogwater Lumerette. We're just going to take Sinar, because we could just be still a blue-red deck. There's a Spectacle Summit, but I'd rather just get the Sinar. Muse Seeker is not my favorite, because if I'm playing a blue-green deck like Tempo-y, it doesn't really care about that. Okay, I mean, Sinar is just so much better than the next best card in this pack. We are the Fractal Tender deck. I will always have access to a Fractal Tender. My Tester of the Tangential Synergy piece is doing some major lifting. I would probably rather have a Banishing Betrayal than third Fractal Tender. Wisdom of Ages is not looking that great here because I don't have that many instants and sorceries, but Wisdom of Ages is great with Sinar. We'll just keep taking Fractal Tenders. We'll be the Fractal Tender deck. And a Cuboid Colony wheeled. Let's go. So this pack actually tells me a lot. For starters, it tells me do not draft white. Because remember, there was a couple of white cards. There was the 4/3 flyer that we thought was going to wheel. And there was some random other white card, I think, that was going to wheel. Cuboid Colony wheeling, and Fractal Mascot wheeling, and Disdainful Stroke wheeling, and Dual Tactics wheeling. All cards that I expected this one to wheel. I didn't expect any of these three to wheel, but Cuboid Colony, blue-green is wide open for me. And Knockout Maneuver coming back around, I think Knockout Maneuver is better, especially because I have Fractal Tender. That is a great combination to be aware of. This blue-green tempo deck's looking pretty nice for me here. Honestly, Mana Worm could be pretty good for me. Maybe Tam will even wheel. Bam! Tam did wheel. I would rather have that than the Aberrant Mana Worm, even though Mana Worm would be kind of nice in this deck, I think. I think this deck is honestly coming together super nicely, and I wheeled the Geometer's Arthropod. This is really kind of the exact type of deck that I'm looking for. I'm going to take the Hydro Channeler here over the Aviator. I don't think Aviator is very good, and I think that getting an extra... Oh my gosh, I am going to build the Dream Blue-Green deck. Arthropod really wants me to have Terrafractal. Interesting. So there's Practiced Offense, which is messed up as a card. I don't think Wisdom of Ages is even making the cut here. I really want to wheel Giant Growth. That's a card that I really want to wheel for this kind of aggro blue-green deck. Should I try to splash Practiced Offense? I mean, it's such a messed up card. It's not a great splash, though. The reason being is you want to be able to play this and flash it back on the same turn. But even without doing that, if I have Fractal Tender in play, I get an extra 3/3 for when I flash it back the following turn. Oh, it's so tough. So tough. I kind of want to just build my blue-green tempo deck and see how it looks at the end of the day. I'm going to take a Noxious Newt and then wheel Giant Growth. I'm just kind of experimenting here. Brush Off would also be fine, probably. Actually, I'm just going to take Brush Off. I think countering my opponent's stuff should be useful. Topiary Lecture. I'm just going to take the blue-green land, I think. Actually, Topiary Lecture is probably going to fit well in this deck. Land or Topiary. I have a lot of multicolored cards, but this land might wheel even. It probably won't wheel, actually. This fits my strategy, though. Play cards that just have to be answered every single turn. I get a land this pack, which is great. Not worrying about a splash is going to make my deck a lot better, I think. Dreamroots Cascade is perfect. Now I get a run behind. Oh yeah, Owlin didn't wheel from the last pack either. Yeah, it was Owlin and Glider, which I thought might wheel. Okay, now I get an Essence Scatter. Prismatic Ending, no. Trove. I'm not trying to play the Trove deck. I don't really want to play a Wild Hypothesis, but I might if I get one like last pick. I'm not really a Wisdom of Ages deck, but I don't really care about. I'm trying to build a different strategy here. Cuboid Colony is just what I want. I would play Spell Pierce. I'm looking for Chase Inspiration to wheel. That's what I really want. Terrafractal I could get last pick. I'm going to cut the Wisdom of Ages for now. Oh my gosh. Cuboid Colony number 3 or Quandrix Charm number 1. I am literally building the exact deck that I want. This is like what I was picturing. Quandrix Charm is great. I think Cuboid Colony is more what my deck wants, though. Stick that early threat. Just every card in that pack was perfect for my deck. Oh my gosh. And I get Quandrix Charm pick 8. Oh, this is the dream. I've literally got 4 copies of 2-drops that scale with the game, which is just what I wanted for this deck. Bam. Giant Growth. Actually, I think Chase Inspiration is more important, actually. Maybe I shouldn't have taken... what did I take over that? I took Brush Off. Brush Off is a similar thing. I just want these protection spells. I mean, I love Fractal Tender for my deck. I already have 3, though. Giant Growth would be good, but I already have a lot of flying. I think I just want Chase Inspiration. Get these early threats down, and then just start growing my things. I have 1. I think Brush Off is actually pretty good for this deck, because a lot of the things that would kill my guys are instant or sorceries. So, like, I can hold up Cuboid Colony or Mana. So I have, like, 1, 2... This is, like, the actual version that I want. I'm literally, like, a 2-pack deck here. I get another dual land to help my consistency, which I was hoping would wheel, but I wasn't sure it would. My gosh. I probably could have splashed white, but I don't even know if that would make my deck better, because just imagine the cost of drawing, like, a plains in my opening hand in this deck. Like, I can't play Cuboids on turn 2 all of a sudden, and I'm just crying myself to sleep. Wild Hypothesis could make the cut. I have a lot of these sorts of things, and I have the Arthropod. That's like the one card that could make me want X spells a little bit more. I don't think I need the Terramorphic Expanse. I already have 2 tap lands, 1 untapped land to make my mana very consistent. I don't really even need that many cards for pack 3. I'm cutting Wisdom of Ages. I have the most open archetype in the history of time. I'm wheeling TAMs, literally every card I want. Okay, there's another TAM here. There is a Barrage. I think I'm just going to take the TAM here. My deck, my entire mission is to just every turn play a card that they feel like they have to answer. Turn 2, maybe not turn 3, I guess, but turn 4, I just play TAM, just run it out there. Burst Lightning would be good. I mean, there's a lot of red cards in the pack, but I'm just not trying to splash. Barrage could also be pretty good. I could just take Barrage and wheel the TAM. That's actually probably a better strategy. I just want a little bit of interaction, and I have a lot of instants and sorceries to make this card pretty good. Yeah, let's just do that. I don't think which crazy thing to just say, but I don't know if I've actually cast a single Barrage in the entire format, and I have drafted dozens of times. I just never end up in blue-green decks that have creatures, really. Like, it's crazy to think about. Do I want Mana Worm? Mana Worm's going to wheel 100%. I'm probably going to wheel TAM, wheel Mana Worm. Maybe I want Deluge Virtuoso in this deck. Probably not. Maybe I want Banishing Betrayal, or just another... I'm just going to take another Barrage. And then I'll wheel Aberrant Mana Worms. Do I take the Dream Roots Cascade, or do I take the Pest Brood Sloth? My gosh. My deck is so stacked. The question that I have to ask myself is Pest Brood Sloth better by a high enough margin than this is better than a land? Because the thing is, I'm going to wheel TAM, I'm going to wheel Aberrant Mana Worm, and Pest Brood Sloth is fantastic, don't get me wrong, but it's much better in defensive decks where you're trying to block with it, I feel like. I don't know. I'm just going to take the Dream Roots Cascade because I just don't want to ever have to mulligan. And just having like 2 of these. Oh my gosh. Like, my deck is so color intensive too. I would love to take Quandrix Charm and wheel Spell Pierce. I'm really glad I got this Chase Inspiration because I'm just trying. My whole goal is to get like a Cuboid Colony and just get it huge and then protect it with Counter Magic. This card also like makes my Cuboid Colony base 5/5 so it can just burn them out almost. I think taking the Cuboid Colony over Quandrix Charm is better for me still. I think the whole X package might not end up even making the cut, which is kind of funny. I mean, this deck is ridiculously stacked. Like, if this version of the deck doesn't do well, I literally have everything I could possibly want. Sure, I'll take a 4th Fractal Tender. Like, I just have every single common and uncommon. I've got some rares I could even use for this deck. I don't think I want the Arthropod package. I just have better 2-drops. Hydro Channeler is probably even better. Quick Study or Efflorescence. The only reason I'm tempted by Efflorescence is because of the Fractal Tenders. I think Quick Study's better, though. It also is just like a way to keep the gas flowing. Works with my increment cards. I don't want Landscape Painter. Let's just take this. And I have plenty of instant speed stuff. Pick 7 Environmental Scientist. Excuse me? Is there no other green drafter? Like, what is happening? What is actually going on here? This is crazy. This is actually a deck where I would play Procrastinate. Like, I haven't seen one at a time when I would pick one, I don't think. But, like, if there was a Procrastinate this pack and nothing else, I probably would play it. Because it just fits well with a lot of my cards. 3rd Quandrix Charm. I mean, this is just crazy at this point. we're just going off. I'll probably play Terrafractal. I probably won't play this. I probably won't play this. I have 4 lands here. I can probably cut a Hydro Channeler. Probably doesn't need to be in the deck. Makes Mana Sculpt a little bit better. Yeah, Tam wheeled as I suspected it would. I think Tam is better than the mascot. And I'm going to wheel the Aberrant Mana Worm. Yep. Deluge Virtuoso might actually be better. I have 1, 2. My instants and sorceries, I have 11 instants, but I'm casting them on my opponent's turn. A lot of them are counter spells and protection spells. Let's just put in the Deluge Virtuoso. This is like a tempo-y deck. The Mana Worm is actually, this is like the perfect deck for a Mana Worm, which is why I'm a little bit sad not to get one, because I wield so many good cards that I don't think I was ever supposed to take the Mana Worm, really. This is the deck. Fractal Tender is definitely getting the axe, a couple of them at least. Okay. I mean, look at my mana base. I'm going to cut a land here, and you might be wondering why cut a land. And the thing is, when you have, I have 10 sources of each color when I cut a land, and my curve is pretty low, especially after I cut 2 of those. And I have Environmental Scientists to help me hit lands. I could consider cutting a Hydro Channeler. I don't think that's that good. I have, this is a late game card, so I have 3, 4, 5 cards, 6 cards I'm happy proactively playing on turn 2, I guess, if I keep that guy in. I think I'll keep the Quick Study. I want to have something up the curve. I'm going to cut the Hydro Channeler, and I'm going to cut 1 copy. I'm going to cut the Essence Scatter, because I think I'd rather have my counters. I have so many counter spells already. I'd rather have things like Quandrix Charm that can counter other things. Terrafractal could also be cut, but I like having some X spells so I can keep growing my guys. I could cut Fractal Tender. I think 2 copies is fine, though. I could even play this, which I don't really want to do. I already have 2 tap lands. I mean, my deck is just totally nuts. 11 instants, 1 sorcery. Do I want Wisdom of Ages with 11 instants, 1 sorcery? I mean, it could be worthwhile. I think I'm just going to win the game before that matters, though. I could play Arthropod. I only have 1 X spell that I want to play, though. I don't want to play Wild Hypothesis. Yeah, let's just run it like this. This is going to be sweet. And we can always make changes later. I think the artwork has got to probably be Quandrix Charm. This is the Quandrix tempo deck of your dreams. I could cut Barrage Barrage as well. But yeah, this is a pretty sweet deck. It's kind of a deck that I wanted to try too, so everything's going great. And as I get ready for round 1, I would like to shout out, oh my gosh, I did not know that the Newt was an avatar. I'll shout out the NicolaiBolas Patreon, patreon.com/NicolaiBolas. If you enjoy my videos and you'd like to support my mission to make draft accessible for people of all skill levels, while gaining access to cool bonuses like my card-by-card tier list and Format Thoughts document, Patreon is the place to go. Special shout out to those patrons who support at the credits level. It makes a tremendous difference. Okie doke, we have the Dream Hand. We're going to play Tester first, I think, depending on what they play. If they lead with, like, Mountain, I'm going to do this. If they have Burst Lightning, they have Burst Lightning. But I like getting this guy down first because then I can just hold up my counter magic like all the time. And I can move the counters around with extra mana. This Terrafractal is going to be pretty decent, I think. Beautiful. That was pretty nice. I get to flash this in to counter their spell, essentially. Oh my gosh, this is so good. No need to move over the counter right now. Counter, and I still have access to Brush Off. Sure. This is actually a time where the whale is really annoying for me. Oh, that's amazing for me. I would love it if they attacked me. Oh, I needed them to attack me, pretty much. Sure. I wonder if I was supposed to play just this for 4 mana so I could get counter on this thing. Four, 5, 6. Let's just do this for X equals 4. Buff up all my guys. They could have run behind. I don't really care. Oh my gosh. This deck is so sick! Okay, so they're just dead now. Nice. We got him. Yes! Oh my gosh, glorious day. Bang. Let's go. What a deck. Oh, what a win to start things off. Using a Cuboid Colony as a counter spell for a Prismari Charm, trying to ping our tester. Genius level plays. Genius, I say. Okay, after game 1, what did we learn? Well, maybe we would rather have Essence Scatter over this guy. Maybe Wisdom of Ages wouldn't be so bad after all. Let's just see. If we draw Essence Scatter when the other guy would have been better, we'll have to just accept that. But I think our deck is really an instant speed tempo deck. So the random 5-drop is like a top-end card that we don't really care about that much. Like, we do so well when we hold up our mana at instant speed. Like, incredibly potent deck when we're just holding up like 5 mana. We have so many options. My gosh, this deck is sick. Just so cool. It was so open too. I was literally thinking about this deck like last week. I'm like, man, blue-green probably has a tempo deck built around Cuboid Colony in here somewhere. Like, there's a lot of powerful things you can do with Cuboid Colony and then turning it into a 5/5 base with Quandrix Charm to be like, okay, this is like +4/+4 for 2 mana, Titanic Growth. And then you're just like, yes. And if I win with this deck, I get into Mythic. Like, that's even cooler. Like, we are climbing with the sick deck. Oh, yes, let's go. We do not love how many lands we have, but we will accept it. Here, I am very glad that I have Fractal Tender. It'll give me something to do at the top end of the curve. I think I should probably play the second one. No! They're no fear. They just go for it. Yikes. We got wrecked. Yep, we will return the favor, friend. Let's just play this guy out. Don't love it, but this card's not very good. Maybe I should cut this card for another Fractal Tender. Sure. Oh no, I'm a fool. I've exposed my card to blowouts for no reason. Oh, they brush off my... That worked out. Like, I was like, wait, what am I doing? They could just last gasp me here. Sneering Shade Rider, sure. Bum ba da 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 bum. Sure. Probably get another forest. I assume they have multiple forests, yeah. Oh no, opponent. I feel a little sad. Let's just do this. Keep the pressure going. We can barrage next turn. But we just added like 7 power to the board. Okay, I don't think that's gonna really beat us. I think we're in pretty good shape here. Okay, let's just do this. Punch there. Bang! Oh my gosh, the clean victory. Oh man. Deluge Virtuoso didn't do great, but he added some pressure to the board. Do I want another one of these guys? Probably. What do I want to cut? I have so many counter spells. Maybe I cut Banishing Betrayal. I know I'm an instant speed deck, but I feel like, and bounce spells tend to be good in this sort of shell. But I feel like I'd rather have Essence Scatter in that position. And I do want another top-end card because I feel like my deck... I mean, I do still have 16 lands and stuff. Okay, this is good. Here we go. Moment of truth on whether we draw our land here. Land! No! Oh well. If we whiff this turn, we're still fine. We can just draw something next turn. Yep, I will counter that. No! This is the only way our deck loses. Horrible mana issues. Sure, so they mana sculpted that. That's wild. Oceaner's Trove, sure. Devastating. If we just hit a land, you know, we could have played our... oh no, we just running this out into their Tome Blast. I mean, it's gonna get us eventually is the problem. Yeah, I don't love my situation here. Obviously, missing my land drop for 4 turns really cost me. Yep, we don't want that to happen. That's an okay trade. I should have attacked first if I was going to attack, though. But now they don't have a target for their Tome Blast. Rebel Rouser, sure. Getting rid of Procrastinate, okay. They want a more permanent answer to Tam, I guess. We'll do this. This is like not the sort of game my deck wants to play, really. So this is a little unfortunate. But bummer. Yep, and I get a 3/3. And these are sorcerers or something, like warlock. Yeah, they're not wizards, so they don't get a bunch of mana. They can Tome Blast me, though. Zealous Lorecaster, no! Archaic's Agony, okay. They can get all 5 colors, so they could try to get like a bunch of card advantage from the Agony. Oh, they're just doing it now for no value. That's actual insanity to me. I can't believe they didn't try to get at least some cards out of that. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I can do this for x equals 5, which seems amazing here, because then I get to hit them for 5. I will hold up my Essence Scatter in the future, but for now this seems real good. They probably don't have that many creatures anyway. And if they play a creature, that means they're probably not killing my Terrafractal. Yep, that's what I expected, but they're still on a 2-turn clock. Okay, play this, go to combat. I don't really have any more uses for this, but at the same time, it doesn't make sense to like just throw it away for no reason. Here I can just start using my Surveil land. And they are dead next turn if they don't have an answer to this. They kept it on top. That's worrying. That makes me worry about, like, Snarl Song. I have already lost my Tester of the Tangential, I think, yeah. And my Deluge Virtuoso. Deluge Virtuoso would have been fine here. I traded that off for, like, it was nothing. They kept the card on top with their Surveil. They're running out of fuel for the Rubber Rousers. Oh, that sucks. That absolutely sucks. No! Oh, man. Well, I guess you're going to lose some games, but that's a brutal way to lose. Oh, man. I was so close, too. Luckily, they had already eaten a lot of their graveyard. Wow. If I'd had that last turn, I would have been able to win. So they don't actually have anything available here. So if I make my guy into a 5/5 base, that makes it a 7/7, so it kills at least one of their guys. And it keeps my guy alive. And then they'll procrastinate it to Oblivion. Okay, let's see how much they use their procrastinate for. Probably a lot. So in 10 turns, I'll have you back, Fractal Tender. Let's go. I'm being patient with this quick study. It's probably one of my better cards I could have here. Sure. The fact that they don't have a thing that I can Essence Scatter is so funny to me. It's so bad, but at the same time, pretty funny. Okay. Okay. Now is when we get in our little counter war. Because they're going to go get their best instant or sorcery from their entire deck. They have so much mana. I'm really hoping they counter this, honestly. Perfect. So I get my both increment triggers. This is exactly how I wanted this to work out. Have I used both of my TAMs? I probably should be holding a land. Yeah, I've used both my TAMs. I really played that well, I think. I'm going to be patient here, because I think if I can get the +1/+0, it could let me attack past the Rebel Rousers on a key turn. Oh no, what do they have? Obviously, this would be a game where if I got Wisdom of Ages, it'd be amazing. So they kept the card on top. Hopefully this works. I mean, they kept a card on top, or maybe I misread that. But I feel like I saw they kept a card on top. They only have 8 cards left in their deck. Did we overcome all obstacles and win? They gotta have something here. Okay, that's not great for me. You hate to see that. Really? They don't get rid of the 3/3 token that they could just kill for free. Well, that's concerning. That's an awesome draw. Okay. Having a counterspell here is huge for the program. They kept it on top. Sure. We're gonna just... try to make sure we don't lose here. We're going to Surveil on upkeep because we're getting a bunch of... I guess we're not getting a bunch of mana. We're getting a little mana. So I guess we'll just draw here. Change of plan. We are now the double blocking defensive deck here. Okay, so if they get rid of 4 lands, then they do only have like 2 draw steps or whatever. Oh my gosh, what a rip. And we can now kind of attack them. I don't know how many win cons they have left in their deck. They have to kill us in 3 draw steps. Which is just hard to do. Okay, that can be a start. So their last 2 cards have to be both instants and sorceries. They don't have any basic lands left. They could have non-basics left, though. Or just like random creatures. Bang! What a win! The comeback kid! Oh my gosh, what a victory! Oh, we're 1 win away from Mythic, thanks to the amazing performance from our deck once again. Oh, all the counter magic doing dividends. Oh my gosh. I think 2 Fractal Tenders is a good balance. Wisdom of Ages would have been good that game, that's for sure. Banishing Betrayal may be good. The Barrages were so good that game. Deluge Virtuoso continues to be kind of an underperformer. But I think I like the extra pressure it can provide and the temporary tapping, and I do think it's good with like Barrages. I don't know. Maybe I'm not supposed to play the Deluge Virtuoso. It's probably my worst card. You know, I'm just going to cut it. I'm going to try out this bounce spell instead of the Deluge Virtuoso. I kind of like having things that cost 3 mana, though. Just to buff up my guy. So actually, I'm going to keep it. I want to just have stuff that I can cast at that mana cost. I could play Chelonian Tackle over it. But like just having 3 drops is valuable in an increment deck. That's like one of those things where it's like it's weaker than the bounce spell, but like I have infinite 2 drops. It is kind of crazy how masterfully I destroyed my opponent with that Sinar play. Like, oh my gosh. Like, I had the quick study. I could have cast it immediately. They would have countered it. It would have... I guess it would have kind of worked out the same because they wouldn't have had the counterspell when I Essence Scattered their Sinar. But at that point in the game, it was like, okay, I was trying to resolve it. And then I, like, changed gears, and I was like, okay, I have to counter this Sinar because they're going to get their best instant or sorcery. And then I was able to counter their Exhibition Tidecaller. Oh my gosh, glorious day. The Terrafractal's been good. I wish I had a second one, honestly. Like, no joke. Okay. This thing hit pretty hard. Okay. I think I am still going to play this defensive. Okay, maybe I should have just used the Cuboid Colony to block this guy. Okay, no attacks. Bum 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 bum. So I'm taking 5 here. Let's get rid of the Abigail. They keep it on top. You have to blink the block here, I think. It just hits harder than our guy does. Silver Quill, okay, that would have been good to stop. Not good. You could say that is not good for me. Gosh, I couldn't have ever countered it, though. My deck does seem like it would perform better on the play. Okay, where they surveil is important here. Do they surveil to the graveyard? Do they keep it on top? Okay, they got rid of it. 1, 2, 3. Actually, yeah, 1, 2, 3 is good. Now I can trade with the Silver Quill. And if they don't kill my guy now, then I can hold a brush off to protect my guy. I could have taken like 9 more damage, and the Cuboid Colony that I did have would have gone to be a 3/3 at this point. Silver Quill is just good on this board state as a 4/4 flyer. Okay. They have to flash it back now, yeah. Oh, we're gonna block. I don't love it. Okay. It's not great for me, but I didn't really have a better option. Can't let that resolve. Unfortunately, I'm going to lose this game. I've just drawn too many lands. I mean, they surveilled 1 land away, but they've had like 6 lands, and I've just had 9, which is too many. Just, you can't win these games a lot of the time. But we're doing our best. Yeah, that makes it even harder. Yeah, Quandrix Charm does not save us. I'm a little surprised they would use Rejoinder there. I know drawing cards is good, but like, okay, well, if they're gonna just hit more creatures, obviously, yeah, okay. Well, that's how that goes sometimes. Like, if they had whiffed, we could have, like, top deck Deluge versus obviously no fun there. Double blocking was a decision I made. It didn't even feel that bad because they had just invested dig site inventory into it. So it was like a 2 for 2 almost. It did make future Quandrix Charms much worse as top decks. But Quandrix Charm was still going to be like a 2 for 2 because I was going to end up like blocking and using Quandrix Charm when my like guy. And that thing has Vigilance, I think, so I can't like attack past it and race. This is a good hand though. This is a great hand. And like if you're wondering why I'm playing Dream Roots Cascade, it's because like I don't have anything else to do on turn 1. Obviously, I would like to have an increment card on turn 2, but I would never mulligan this hand, even in a million years. Scientist is great. Tam is pretty good. I wonder if Aberrant Mana Worm would have performed better than Tam in some of these cases. If I played Aberrant Mana Worm, it would be like using a Quandrix Charm on it would turn it into a 7-powered creature or whatever, which is interesting. Okay, let's go get another island because we do have double blue cards, chase inspirations, and stuff like that. Okay, Spirit Mascot, sure. I'm fine trading here. I'm going to hold up Quandrix Charm to try to counter their 3-drop. And I will be patient with my TAM here. Sure, I don't really care about that. I will make sure I use my Barrage to kill their guy. My guy will die, and I'll still have Quandrix Charm available for whatever they play next. If I can slam Fractal Tender, it's really hard for them to kill that, and then I can play TAM. Sure, we'll keep waiting. They've got to be sitting on a pile of removal, I assume. If they have a Braid here, it's really bad. Other than that, I'm probably fine here. Or Last Gasp, I guess. Yeah, not great. Not great. Maybe I should have run out the TAM so that TAM would die. I haven't gotten to use my Quandrix Charms at all, unfortunately. They kept it on top, okay. Sure. Oh no, I did it the wrong order. I'm so bad. I'm so bad. I'm so bad. Oh, I'm so sorry, everybody. Apologies for the mistake. I'm going to just say oops there, because my opponent should know that I've botched things. It's funny because I didn't really want to cast the TAM spell, so it might even protect me in some ways. Little misdirect. But obviously, I would rather have my guy prepared than not prepared. You have to be careful with these things. I haven't actually played TAM that much, because normally I don't have these like blue-green base decks where they can even cast his spell very easily. But obviously that would have been way better. Also, why are they getting rid of Stone Teller? I guess they're that worried about TAM. I will counter that. That seems good to me. I don't know about you folks, though. I mean, obviously I could be wrong. Countering Moment of Reckoning maybe isn't the greatest. Who knows? Who knows? Man, I would have cast TAM spell this turn, though. My gosh. What a botched job there. Oh, man. Countering Moment of Reckoning is such a highlight. Oh, what a glorious day. What a glorious day that is. Sure. I could have flashed in Cuboid Colony and tried to eat this guy mid-combat so they couldn't even untap it. Let's see. Sure. We can't protect him. Turning him to a 5/5 doesn't save him. I will, so I can turn something into a 5/5. Then I can go equals 2. Counters on both my guys. Bang! Got the win. I messed up the TAM thing, but countering a Moment of Reckoning. My deck is maybe the best deck I've ever drafted at beating a Moment of Reckoning, simply because I have like 4 answers to it in the main deck, which like is the most answers I've ever had in any deck ever, because 3 Quandrix Charms almost always get it, and then my like Brush Off can stop it. Man. Turns out cheap threats plus counter magic. Good combo. Deluge Virtuoso I really don't like in this deck. We'll keep this though. Tam, I mean, my deck is much more like play stuff on my turn and then hold up counter magic if I can't do that. I don't know. I feel like Deluge Virtuoso, a lot of my instants and sorceries are counter magic. So I'm not really buffing my stuff up, but so they've mulliganed. This is one of those classic. I think the one game I lost was when I like missed some land drops, so hopefully I hit my land drops here. Sure. I'll get my guy down. We're definitely going to lead with this. It could be potent. Could be a potent card if they don't have an answer. They have black. Oh, no. Oh, no. Well, black is a problem. How are we going to kill black? So we cast knockout maneuver. Oh, we're so dead. We're so dead. Oh, no. Well, minor solution. I mean, missing land is also really bad here. If I kill Bogwater Loomer, they might not be able to buff this guy for a little bit. Missing a land drop here sucks, too. Oh my gosh, I could hold up Mana Skull. I could do all sorts of good stuff if I had a land. I mean, you're going to lose some games of Magic. That's just the way it works. I'm just going to play this, tap the black. Maybe I can out-tempo them. I mean, black is such a huge issue. I just can never kill it, unfortunately. And I'm short on blue sources, which is like the main issue. Yeah, black is just a huge nightmare for me. Oh my gosh, just devastation. Kill that. Maybe I can finish them off before black gets me. Especially if I draw an island to hold up Mana Sculpt at some point. Concoctor, sure. Great. Not what I needed, but we'll take it. I mean, if they don't have a kill spell, which they clearly didn't have last turn, I don't think, we can win. Nice. No land, unfortunately, but... Bang! We got the win anyway. Into Mythic. Let's see where this deck takes us in Mythic. It's crazy that I have 10 of each source of color. Nice. It'll show the rank when I'm in the loading screen, I guess. Nice. It's always fun to make Mythic. 595. Not bad. The thing about when I draft is I don't really enjoy playing in Mythic. I like the climbing feeling. You're going up. Mythic is so weird because like even with a good win rate, you like win one game and then you lose one game and your rank goes down and you just feel bad. Like you just like feel like you're losing progress all the time. When in reality, it's like, okay, it's kind of hard to climb in Mythic. You have to really focus up. And you are playing against good competition, so you have to focus on that aspect of things. And you're trying to get better and all that stuff. We have the mulligan. It's funny because our deck has probably the best mana base of any deck I've drafted in this format. And yet, I'm on the draw. I'm going to get rid of a land. I know it's greedy. Don't get me wrong. Oh, no, I'm on the play. Oh, shoot. Never mind. I should not have gotten rid of a land. Never punished. It's, yeah, that was bad. I was thinking I was on the draw. I don't know why. Sure. So they have a Chase Inspiration to protect their guy, probably. Okay, I assume they have Chase Inspiration to protect him. And then I'll brush that off. I will pay for it. Yeah, then they have chasing. So they had multiple ways to protect their guy. Still, we got through 2 of their protections. Paradox Surveyor, sure. So if they mill 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8. I'm just gonna do this. They can mill me for 10 one time, and then I can try to run behind their guy and counter him on the way back down. Oh, they don't have the 5 mana play. That's interesting. That's a really good draw. Oh, and the buff happens retroactively. That's good. Oh. So now I can just run behind their Paradox Surveyor. Oh, no, that's not quite lethal. Never mind. Okey-doke. Let's just attack. They jump block. We play Tam. Now we have 3 lethal threats. They have a board wipe. I mean, if they had a board wipe, they had to pay more life than they have for the 4 mana one. I mean, this is... Okay. 1 answer down. Good game. Bang. Good game. Let's go. Bang. We are cruising. We are cruising. Rank number 420. We've gone up 175 spots in 1 game. Early in Mythic, you can make some crazy jumps. Like if you just win a bunch of games in a row. But yeah, nicely done. I would like to finish. If you finish in top like 400, you qualify for an event. Though I don't really care about that event. So like, because it's standard next month and I don't really play standard. So it's like if you get the top 1200, I think you get enough play-in points to join a qualifier play-in event, which I could then save for when it's a month with limited, which I think is worth like 4,000 gems, which is pretty decent. Great hand on the play. That last hand really worked out after I got rid of a land. I don't think I could have won that game without all the spells I had access to. I'm gonna get the Cuboid Colony going first. Resolve. I'll discard the Fractal Tender, maybe. I do have 3 land. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna get the Fractal Tender going anytime soon. Play land. I'm going to try to get my Cuboid Colonies rolling first. Maybe I should have held my guy back on defense. Sylvan Library. Okay, that's scary. I'm glad I'm playing a more aggressive variant of the deck. I could have played my Quandrix Charm on this. Oh, you're joking. That's so bad for me. Okay, well, my whole plan was based around, like, kind of trying to race this thing. So I guess that plan backfired. They can only draw a couple cards off of it. That's the thing. Like, if they pay 8 life, they're going to lose, I think. At least I should be able to beat them. Maybe I should have just countered this when it came down. So they kept 1 card. Paid 4 life. Counter that. I don't want their guy to keep attacking me. I really don't want them gaining extra life points here. They almost certainly have an answer to the TAM. Is the thing. Yeah. So this thing doesn't really do much anymore. Yeah, last gasp ain't great for me. So they have a Scholar, and they get to draw a card, sure. This is really not lining up well for me, unfortunately. Like, not having a Mana Sculpt up here is really bad. It's unfortunate. If I'd played this game differently, I could have just countered this. If they hadn't had the 1 mana way to kill my guy, this game would have looked a lot different, I think. Okay. Just like every turn, I draw the most awkward card possible. Sure. This is bad. Gosh, like a Quandrix Charm this turn would have been so much better. Quandrix Charm can almost kill them. Turn this into a 5/5. It's like +4/+4. I don't really care about that. Take a huge chunk of damage. They gain some life. And they have a 1 mana kill spell? Yeah. Okay. This game was just, like, so far outside of my realm of winning. Yeah. That's a bummer. The dissection practice is, like, unbeatable for my deck, almost. Like, if they can kill a cuboid colony for 1 mana. Yeah, this is the exact thing I was talking about in Mythic, though. Like, you win 1 game, you go up 175 spots. You lose 1 game, you go down 280. It just doesn't feel very good. So they used to have a thing where you could turn, like, it was like a glitch in the system where you couldn't see what your rank was in Mythic. And I like that way better. Also, I mulliganed that game. Like, and I put a... No, I had to discard a card. That wasn't it. They made me discard a card on turn 2, and I discarded my 5 mana guy. I could have gotten rid of their Sylvan thing. Their Sylvan thing only drew them 1 card, though. Like, I was able to apply pressure. And so, like, sure, they get to, like, ignore a couple cards from the top of their deck, but, like, that's not that good. It just means they're drawing the card that's, like, 3rd down instead of the top card. So, yeah. And I was going to develop a cuboid colony. Like, that was the plan. Oh, man, if I was... this hand would be so much better on the play. It's still good, though. I'm happy with it. We have our cuboid colonies. It's just sniping, like, the fact that they got to kill the cuboid colony for 1 mana with the only card in the set that could kill it was really what got me there. Like, if I had a second cuboid colony, I would have been hitting them for like 6 a turn instead of 3 a turn. So it's like completely game warping the way it goes. So it's almost funny because if I had drawn a land, if I hadn't drawn a land, I would have, my cuboid colony would have gotten out of range of the dissection practice. Okay, no, I want to be using my green mana every turn that I can. Because I have an abundance of white mana. Sure. I'm very happy they're not affecting the board state this turn. I almost certainly just want to cast Tester of the Tangential this turn, because then the next turn I can... What are other Essence Scatter? Their 4-drop? Probably. Yeah, I'd probably rather just be patient here. Play my Cuboid Colony. Next turn I can play Tester and hold up Essence Scatter. Oh, gosh. This is so bad. I'm getting circles played around me. My cards are lining up incredibly poorly. I have answers to it. Sure. Let's do this. Not gonna try to kill him this turn, but we will see. Sure. Gosh, I hate losing these sorts of games. Oh, man. I would love to just use a Quandrix Charm on my Tester and turn it into a 5/5 or something. Yeah, I can't stop that. I'm going to go for it. I'm going to get 2 for 1. Might feel bad. But I think this is my best bet. Yeah, like they were going to kill me if I didn't do this. Oh, it worked anyway. Yes, let's go. They didn't do the math right. So now if they don't have another kill spell, which they clearly didn't have last turn, they like would have killed this guy if they had a kill spell. So they have to top deck a kill spell here. Otherwise I go Deep Sight, play land, Deep Sight, hold up Essence Scatter. Please just flashback Pursue the Past. That was... They really messed up that interjection. They did not do the math correctly. They didn't account for the fact that my Tester was going to get a counter. Which, slightly understandable, but also they could have seen that that was going to happen. Also, the fact that they're not holding up red mana is nice. Also, I love their choice of basic lands. I love the Amonkhet lands. Okay, so we're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. Okay. This. Boom. Bada bing, bada boom. Boom. Next, no attacks. We are just keeping this Tam alive at all costs. Like if they have a deal 4, we're keeping him alive. He's a wizard. Or is Tam a... I forget. I think Tam might be a girl. Yeah, based on the trailer, I think Tam is a girl. No! Brutality, sure. Sure. They're just playing creatures without playing creatures. It's brutal. The brutality. No blocks. So we take 8 here. But we're going to gain another life from our Tam. This is the best Tam has ever been. Tam is clutching up here. Land. I should have played the island because I care more about blue sources. Okay. Okay. This is brutal. This is... Oh, I actually have a counterspell. Duh. Okay, don't forget about your Essence Scatter that you've been complaining about for a while. Okay. I'll take the 3. I know I could have used a Quandrix Charm to try and save it. Okay. Play this. We could have thinned our deck first, but I want to get this info out. Perfect. This is good. Play this. No, I'm not going to play this. I'm just going to play my Environmental Scientist. That can trade with the Stone Docent. I could have attacked there, maybe even. I'm just holding up Mana Sculpt for all time. Okay, they have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mana. Let's do this. There's a chance that they don't draw a land, and I get to Quandrix Charm them. This is actually good for me, because if they surveil a land away, it makes it less likely that they can then pay for their thing. So let me get 3 mana here. I actually care way more about my colored mana. I'm just going to draw. There's a backup Tam. Okay. Play land. Play this. Play this. Start sending in the gang. Oh my gosh, I really hope I can use Quandrix Charm on the Antiquities on the loose. It would be glorious. It would be truly glorious. Sure. Not my favorite moment of all time. I don't think getting a 1/1 into play matters that much. Getting rid of an extra land draw does matter a little. That extra counter on my guy. End turn. Yes! Oh, glorious day! Yes! The Quandrix Charm! So good. So good. Sweet Caroline. Bum, bum, bum. Okay, I'm gonna actually... This, I mean, I've drawn like every land in my deck. I've got to draw a big spell eventually. Ooh, Fractal Tender's even better. Play this. Go to combat. Attack. I'll trade off Tam for Spirit Mascot if need be. I don't know why I keep playing Forest. I don't think it really matters, though. That's a good draw. Let's do this. Punch here. Bang! Got the win! Let's go! Tam clutching up! We hit a land drop every single turn with Tam because we drew like a million of them. Oh my gosh. We once again climbed 200-something ranks in one game. Oh, what a satisfying victory. Oh, that was so glorious. Let's go. Oh my gosh, the blue-green tempo deck. This is actually a deck that I have not seen really in action very often. I haven't really gotten to play it, and I've drafted this format a ton, so it was great to get to play it here. It was so wide open. We had Wisdom of Ages that we weren't playing. That's crazy. We had Arthropod. If we'd had another copy of Terrafractal, we might have actually played that one. But really just like the Chase Inspirations, the Quandrix Charms, the Mana Sculpt, just all of these like counter magic measures to protect our like growing threats was really, really good in a lot of those games, and overall a ton of fun. The Fractal Tender was really good. I feel like maybe getting more of those in could have been better, but it was so hard to decide on cuts, and overall Tam coming in clutch at the very end. If you made it to the end of the video, in the comment section down below, leave hashtag #PerfectQuandrix to let me know you made it to the end, because this is probably the dream Quandrix deck as far as getting not multiple copies of every single multicolored uncommon. Like, I didn't even really put that in my head together, but there's like 4 uncommons for each color pair, and we had multiple copies of every single one. We had 4 copies of one of them. Like, we had an average of 3 of each of the uncommons for the deck. Our deck is just totally nuts. It's really fun to play. I hope you enjoyed seeing it. And yeah, that's going to do it for this one, though. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll talk to you next time.